We are back on the pod. We got quite an interesting episode ahead for you guys for this one. Typically, as you guys have seen, we're always interviewing artists and just learning more about their story and how they got started and just any advice they have for up and coming producers. But we couldn't resist this. We had to sit down with DMZ, see what the hell is up and how this all started. So before we dive into this episode, we got to give a shout out to our homies over at Hostile. They got 3 shows lined up, one for each month up until May. So what do we got? First one in March. Is it Shivers?
Yep, we got Shivers, You Say B-Flow, Sora back-to-back Nerve. Big one right there.
All right, LA. We gotta love it.
1 month after that, April 12th, we got the Stooges, the boys, Hamro, Blank Space, and Squishy. Those 3 are criminals, I'll tell you that. We got them, Decimate, Unit, Cold, Aura, back-to-back Jocks. Stay locked with Aura. We have something coming up with him in the next month. And the last one is Stone to Death. They're coming to LA May 3rd. So stay locked with the Hostile fam.
And also, if you guys aren't aware, we did drop our FBI bags, and those have been selling like hotcakes. So grab yours before they sell out, because once they sell out, it might take another 6 months to get the restock in. So these ones are actually really fire. If you guys haven't seen, it's got a little bin badge on it, and that took forever to nail down. Like, so many samples. I have like samples in my room like no other. And yeah, it just took forever to finally finalize that. So response has been amazing though.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's copped one so far. We love you guys.
And we may or may not drop a, some sort of discount code in the description. So keep an eye out on that. And that's pretty much all the updates we have as of this recording. We got Club Studio time tomorrow with our boys Versa, Sweet Tooth, Resurrect, and Proxy. It's about to be a homie fest. So, oh my God, can't wait to see all the recorded sets once that's done. And shout out to our Club Studio time homies.
Hell yeah.
FBI.
Who do we have here?
It's me, DMZ News Official.
DMZ is in the
Oh shit.
Open up. Reveal yourself.
How do I turn my camera on? Oh, there we go.
Video.
Yo.
I'm dead.
Oh my God. We've been trying to capture you for months.
Yeah, I did chance the Lost Lands, but I guess you guys fumbled.
Yeah, we fumbled that so hard. You got away at Lost Lands.
Yeah, you got yourself out of those handcuffs.
Yeah, it's not the first time, but I don't know, maybe this year.
Maybe
It's not your
this
first
year?
time getting arrested.
No, of course not.
You telling me you've been locked up?
I've been locked in, never locked up though.
Okay.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, DMZ. Where are you tuning in from?
And, somewhere in Los Angeles. That's a good question. I've been just like staying at random people's houses, so
Couch surfing.
yeah, I actually don't know who lives here. But
You just open the door and...
yeah, the neighborhood is sus. Somewhere new tonight.
Word.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, don't get locked up or don't get captured,
Never.
Got to stay locked in.
Locked in, always.
Yeah, well, just so you know, we have agents in LA, so we won't tell you where, but they're watching.
Like, okay. Okay. I'm worried now.
DMZ's shitting their pants.
We'll talk about the agents after, I suppose.
Yeah, enough of that shit. We got questions to ask.
Okay. Well, first things first, we all want to know, what does DMZ stand for?
it really doesn't stand for anything. Well, it's like dubstep TMZ, which like that's it, which a lot of people actually don't understand. So, but yeah, that's it. That was the joke.
Love to see it. It just lit on fire. Like from the moment that you posted, everyone was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was really cool, but also just very confusing because it was not the expectation.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was us for the longest time. And it was funny. Like, I remember explicitly, I think we were at Foam Wonderland, Yessie, where you had just started the page. And I looked down at my phone and there was a brand new post. And I was like, see, it's not us. Like, I promise we're not sitting here posting this.
Yeah, we were also like telling everyone also that it was you guys because we thought that would be funny.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we probably said it was like 50 different people. Anytime anyone asked if it was this person, yeah, you bet.
Yep. I actually
just
yelled
going
at
along
you.
with
Definitely.
Remember, I yelled at you. I was like, stop telling
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay.
It was funny though.
It
We
was.
thought it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What made you want to be like the TMZ of dubstep? Just something, I don't know, just something sparking you, and you were like, you know what? I feel like creating an account that's the dubstep of TMZ.
I myself personally had this idea for like years just because I've been involved in everyone on the team has been involved in the space for years. And I've personally had this idea for years, and just because of how fucking insane EDM Twitter is, like, it's not
Tell
a
me
real
about it.
place. So
I hate that place.
I just like always assumed that someone else was gonna do it. Like I expected to wake up one day and be like, oh my god, finally someone has like realized how just insanely funny EDM Twitter is and done this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just bored one night, and I texted the other team members at like 2 a.m, and I was like, yeah, I've had this idea. Do you think this would be funny? And I sent like the very first draft. It was a sweet tooth level post, and I was just like, do you think this would be funny? And like, it just start posting shit, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, like just do it. It's not gonna like do anything, but and then yeah, I think the next day we posted like 5 or 6 things, and that somehow was enough to add it up. This went really crazy on EDM Twitter.
Yeah.
And Rampage Opener played like a huge part in it because, I mean, Sweet Tooth was a huge, he's very loud on Twitter.
You don't say.
So yeah, he was like stoked on it right away. And, he said it, like he messaged us from Rampage and was like, this entire like festival is just, everything's cooked. They're locked in or goated, like, or all of your fucking whatever lingo bullshit is like infecting this place. And we were like, what the fuck? Like,
dude, it was backstage. Everyone was talking about it. They were like, this is so goddamn funny.
and like we didn't ever once be like, let's use like cooked, they're locked up and goated or whatever the fuck. Like it just happened to like show up in the first few posts, and then yeah, we were just like, what the fuck? Like this is so weird. This is so funny. And then yeah, I don't know. It was just it was really crazy after that. The first like week or two, where it really caught on. Like we got some of the most just like insane DMs you've ever seen in your life from like 50% of like the dubstep producers. It was so funny.
Oh my
I love
God.
that.
And now like 20,000 followers later, it hasn't even been a year for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys basically blew up. That's insane.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah, it
that
was
many
just-
followers in less than a year is really goated.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everybody is locked in.
Yeah, everybody is locked in, and it's really awesome.
That's so cool. What made you want to keep it anonymous?
Realist, as soon as well, at the start, we just were like, let's keep it anonymous, because, nobody's ever gonna care anyways, so, like, even if this is never ever gonna be something you're gonna want to brag about, like, this is a fucking bullshit idea. And then as soon as it did start, catching on, and we kind of figured it, like, could actually be useful and, like, do something good for the community. We just don't want, like, any focus, and it's, like, about the artists and shit. So, I don't know. I think, and I also, like, we've learned it's, like, I don't know, it's a lot harder for people to judge you when, it's completely anonymous. And so it's just kind of like, here's whatever the content is, you can love it or hate it or whatever, and I don't know. Just judge it off that, I guess, like the words or the jokes or whatever it is funny that you like about it.
Like, well, so many people come to us and they're like, you don't see DMZ as your competition. And we're like, no, what the hell? Like, there's always room in the scene for another page elevating artists, like, we're not the only people who are allowed to elevate artists. So that's why I'm a huge fan of your page, is because I feel like it gives all these artists another platform.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very nice that you don't see what we're doing as competition.
Why would we?
I feel like,
unless you start arresting people, then that's where the competition is.
Yeah,
that's our territory.
We're not trying to do that.
If you make a replica of our tactical bags, then we'll be like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So, yeah, fair. No, we won't do that.
Yeah, but the headlines, dude, like, I'll open up my Instagram. I always see a DMZ news headline. Like, the headlines are obviously hilarious, but I'm just curious, what does a day in the life look like for you? Because I know for Chrissy and myself, we can barely even keep up posting on the FBI socials. You guys are constantly posting, like, all day, every day, and, like, it seems that you know right away when something happens. Like, do you have a team of people all sending in, like, hey, this just got tweeted today by Sweet Tooth, or Odd Prophet just posted about this today. DJ Diesel just posted about this. Like, how do you keep up with everything? Because I can barely even keep up.
So the other team members do have, like, lives and stuff, but myself personally, I wake up and I just sit down on one of my many computers and just sit on Twitter and consume media and Twitter for the day.
Doom scroll.
I don't have alerts on for anything or whatever. People do sometimes send in DMs and they're like, oh my God, breaking news. But, like, we don't really look at that because it's funner to just, like, I don't know, find stuff on our own and just pick. I have, me personally, I don't know what makes me want to make a post about something. I'll just see something, and if I think there's something remotely funny or positive, or there's a conversation to be had, or if it's just plain just like the dumbest tweet you've ever seen in your life, and it's like
lots
it's
of those.
funny or something, or if it's like a case where it's like a really small voice on Twitter with a good take or something to say, if you can elevate that, and that, I don't know, that's how I personally pick a post. Or if it's just, a fucking banger, and I'm like, holy shit.
And then you have to put your little watermark on the video.
Of course, yeah, that goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like the bat signal.
The bat signal.
That's crazy.
Dude.
I'm dead. Well, the funniest part is, like, you using that emoji with the question mark and the exclamation point.
The emoji is so funny. They're so funny.
It's so it makes it so much funnier.
We personally, like, when we draft a post, like, we'd just be laughing at ourselves the whole time. Cause we personally think it's the funniest, dumbest shit ever. And we don't care if people like it or not. It's just like, this is our personality in a dubstep post, whatever.
The replies too. Like, I love how you reply to every comment.
Oh yeah. That's also, a huge part of the day is just sitting and replying to almost every single reply, unless sometimes posts go really crazy and it's just like, there's no possible way I could keep up, but we try to reply to everyone and just, I don't know, some people love the replies and some people fucking hate them so much. And
people are so sensitive these days.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta have some humor. You just gotta have fun with it. Like, I love to fuck around with people, especially on Twitter or like on Instagram in the comments.
You're good at that.
Could you imagine getting like in a heated argument with like those emojis on Instagram? Like, I think it's so funny that there's people that will go back and forth. It is like, surely you can't be a real person. You're taking
you're AI.
any of these I had like a very long conversation with Virtual Riot, like the first couple of weeks. He was like refusing to not believe it was AI. We would go back and forth the DMs. I think he believes it's not AI now, but he wasn't sold.
Now that you've been running around.
Yeah, almost. I think I can probably jog at this point.
What has been like the wildest moment of your young career as DMZ?
The wildest moment was probably breaking my hip.
I was about to say, aside from breaking your hip.
Yeah, we'll get to that later because the fans want to make sure you're okay. So we'll get to that.
Okay, for sure. Aside from that, levity at Lost Lands. They brought me out on main stage.
Main stage? Oh,
that's
so
insane.
Funny. It was so funny. This is the funniest thing I've ever done in my life.
Levity's goaded for that.
They're so goated.
How did that happen?
Yeah, tell us the story.
They've been, they right away just like locked in the page. Like right at the start. Honestly had no idea who Levity was. I was like, cool, another dubstep artist. And then we just started talking, and then I obviously got really into their music. I was like, holy shit, these guys are crazy. And they're having one of the most generational years you've ever seen a dubstep group have. And they were just super nice to us right off the get-go. And then they guest listed us for Lost Land.
Aww.
And we had no idea that there was going to be anything about a stage or whatever. And then just right before the set in the green room, John was like, yeah, like can we like bring you out? And I was like, yeah, for sure. I can stand on the DJ table, right? Like I have to do that. That's the sickest thing ever. When the DJ sat on the table, and he was like, yeah, dude, of course you gotta stand on the DJ table. And yeah, there was, 500,000 people there. We were just like, I had absolutely no reason to be out there.
Yeah, right. People were so jealous.
It was so sick. It was so nice of them.
Aww.
That's
really
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember when we got brought out on stage at Rampage, we both were like shaking and like could barely even stand on the DJ table.
Dude,
we were trying so hard not to fall.
I'm like, how do you famous DJs do this all the time? This is crazy.
And it's like all these DJs are such introverts. Like, how do you just get up there in front of 10,000 people and like go ham and then just log off, be an introvert again?
I guess that's part of being a famous DJ.
Yeah, these famous DJs. I look up to them so much.
You want to be a famous DJ?
I do, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
You don't?
Chrissy wants to be famous. Me, I'm kind of more behind the scenes. Like, I'll just chill back here. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I'd rather just spotlight other artists.
Yeah, so we hide every inch of our body. We don't famous CJ life.
Not for you.
No way. Maybe one day, but I don't think so.
What has been the most rewarding part of this whole project for you?
Definitely, just, I don't know, the ability to put more eyes on artists that we personally think, like, deserve it. The way, like, the scene seems to work is, like, not all of the time the best people get the spotlight and excel. And so, I don't know, just being able to have some kind of effect on any artist's careers, like, put more eyes on them, or just make people laugh, or just start a conversation, or, I don't know, having some kind of impact is cool. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've never really, any of us had that before, so it's rewarding in that way, for sure.
Yeah, you have the power to kind of like kickstart these younger artists' careers.
Yeah,
in certain ways.
Yeah, definitely. Or also sometimes we'll get a DM, we'll post something, and, like, not to be corny, but sometimes that artist will reply in DMs and be like, yeah, I was, like, super bummed because, like, I thought this was gonna flop. Like, this post made my day, and that's just like, hey, that's, if his post gets 4.5 likes, like, we don't care. The fact is that they feel like someone noticed them. That's
all that matters.
I feel like as an artist, sometimes that would maybe just, you see artists posting on Twitter all the time, I'm quitting music. I can't do this shit anymore. So, I don't know, maybe one day that, like, changes their mind or whatever.
Yeah. How do you go about, like, staying positive among all the haters? Because let's be real, like, there are a lot of haters in this scene. And, like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't get anxiety about shit related to DUBSTEP FBI. So, like, how do you, like, does it help that you're anonymous? Like, how do you stay positive?
Yeah, for sure it helps that it's anonymous. And also, like, we found out, like, when it comes to haters with what we're doing, it's either you really like us, or, like, if you hate us, you fucking hate us for I don't know, for whatever reason. It's, like, very aggressive, but I don't know. It's we don't really hold much, like, personal attachment to it, because it's, I don't know, we don't really have any original content at the end of the day. We're just, taking what's going on and here's some information, do whatever you want with it. And so it's, I don't know, it's just kind of, we don't really try to pay attention to that. We do, at the end of the day, we think, like, we feel like what we're doing is okay or good for the scene. So we just try to kind of focus on that and be like, we feel good about this. And I don't know. We'll just keep doing it.
Well, what I like about your page too is that, for me, example, in my situation, I'm not really on Twitter at all. I don't even have a personal Twitter. The only Twitter I have is the FBI account, and I'll only go on there if I have to post something.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
sometimes I'll go on there just to, like, scroll and see what's going on. But for someone like me who's not really ever on Twitter, I can just find the news source from you as far as EDM goes.
You're taking the worst parts out of going to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Exactly.
Hey, if we can keep you off Twitter and on our Instagram page,
you're doing God's work.
Thank you for your service.
Because, it's so toxic. Oh my God. Like, the minute I open it up, obviously we have all the politics and everything going on right now. And then we got EDM Twitter, and there's just so much going on there that I'm just like, wow, I'm, like, suddenly in a bad mood because it's like all negativity on there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really seems like sometimes people wake up and they're like, I need to ruin someone's day, like, as quick as possible. Or just like, I need to I need to talk poor about a large group of people or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the quote retweets, just
Oh
like
my.
everybody tries to get the craziest dunk.
Well, because you started the page right after Vulgar.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was an unfortunate
That was a
situation.
shit show dumpster fire. That was the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But I think the funniest thing that I like it when you post is when you're like, you know, like, this artist continues to watch our stories but isn't following us. And then you just rinse them on the page. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, it usually works too.
Like Skrillex. Did Skrillex follow back?
No, yeah, that's, it's shit. One day, but we're working on
come
that. But
on.
now, yeah, he hasn't quite hit his back yet.
Come on, Skrillex. You need to lock in.
He's sleeping.
I feel
Sleeping.
like surely at this point, somebody has probably asked, like, there's no way he's never seen, there's no
gotta
way
know.
he's never seen one of these posts that just feel like, either this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, or like maybe Skrillex looked at it and maybe like giggled a little bit and kind of nodded his head. That'd be crazy.
Who's your biggest follower?
Alice in Wonderland, maybe?
Maybe Alice in Wonderland. As far as DUBSTEP goes, we have like Subtronics and Sudden Death. They've been really nice to us.
They're nice
This
people.
is just crazy. They're super famous DJs. Like so famous. Are you kidding me?
Who are they? Oh my God. I need to Google them. I need to lock in.
Not
Oh
cooked.
no, they're really good.
Oh my God. Off topic though, but I was on Reddit the other day and someone had posted like in one of the EDM groups, like, hey, I'm barely getting into EDM, so where should I start? And then I was like, start off with Nimda and Sudden Death. Very relaxing music.
Yeah, if you're
yeah,
trying to
they
get deleted.
They'll love that. They'll love that. Nimda's music is obviously Sudden Death is Sudden Death, and he's insane, but we only kind of got put on to Nimda the last year. His music is fucking insane.
Yeah, he blew up.
It's so crazy, so stupid.
He's so funny too. He's just such a character in person. We had so much fun with him last year at Rampage Open Air. Oh my God.
And he's always taking his shirt off.
And just
Yeah,
like,
he is a really big guy.
Yeah. He's yacked.
Yeah.
Yoked.
Yeah, Nimda's goated. Nimda's
yacked.
goated for sure.
yeah, he's yacked.
Well, where is the page headed? Like, what are some things that fans can expect?
A lot of the exact same thing that we have been doing. Lots of funny posts, lots of new music, do whatever we think is cool. There might be like events. There might be, you know, that thing when like the famous DJs go to like a bunch of cities. They play dubstep. What's that called?
Really?
The tour, yeah. Maybe that might be like, maybe one of those, or we just like go around and watch so much dubstep with so many famous DJs. Might be
so cool.
stuff like
just
that.
lock in.
And then, just lock in, see whatever happens. Know the whole kind of process we've taken, since the starting page is that like, we don't have a fucking clue, what we're doing in any aspect. And we try not to think too much about it and, just keep doing that. Just like not thinking about it at all.
Authentic. I feel like that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah, which is like authentic's an interesting way to look at the page because beside it being completely anonymous, it's like the most unfiltered of our personalities like that we've ever put on the internet because the internet is scary. Like it's, I don't know, people are mean on the internet and they like to judge. So when we post stuff, like we do not, there's no planning that goes into a caption or a post or anything. It's literally like whatever the first thing that comes to mind is, and just like rip that off as fast as possible.
Just fire it off and post it.
Check for spelling mistakes, even if there are, probably not change them anyways, because it's funny that way. Just
we can relate.
Rip it off.
Yeah.
Just go. I don't know. Yeah, see what happens.
Just send
it's
it.
fun.
Or it's like, oh my God, they announced. Like we have all the time where promoters are like, hey, can you help us promote this? And we're like, yeah, when are you announcing? And then we never hear from them. And then we just open up Instagram and we're like, oh shit, drop everything and get this up. And then, every now and then there is a typo and then I freak out even more. But yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, and also, like there's times where like we've posted something and it's like people have taken it in an entirely different way that we wanted to post it. And then we, like, if we take it down, like, we fucked up. Like, sometimes it happens. We're like, aside from being completely anonymous, we're still people. And sometimes we'll make mistakes, but we apologize if when that happens. Sorry. We'll do our best to do better always. That's the goal.
That's all we can ask.
But you're also doing this for free. So it's like, people can't be mad. Like, that's just me though. It's like, you're helping an artist promote, I don't know, their new track, and maybe you accidentally did a typo on something. But even then, it's like, it's free promo. Like, calm down.
Yeah, certain.
Go smoke a joint.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Go get a massage if you're that uptight.
Go touch some grass.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes we'll make typos just because it's funny, like on purpose.
Yeah.
There's no way people will not want to express, like, you're an idiot, you made a typo.
Right. They'll call you immediately on it.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do love it though when you call out people like on Twitter. Like I've seen you call out a couple of people where they'll be like, hey, DMZ, how is it that you're promoting all of these artists, but me, I'm an underground artist and I deserve just as much attention. And then you over here calling them out like, hey, you were talking shit to us. So you're bad. You're so negative all the time. Why would we want to promote you? So back at you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a couple of interesting times. Like someone has made it very, very obvious that they fucking hate us. And then they'll be like, hey, getting pro sub music? And I'm just like,
no.
Okay.
Like, do you remember like, last month or a couple weeks ago when you were talking shit about us? And what is it?
It's quite rude.
Yeah, it's like, who raised you?
Very rude.
Gotta call people out on their bullshit.
Yeah. Well, the fans that actually like you submitted a lot of questions to us.
That's awesome.
We're going to get into that. We picked the best ones, starting with I Guess Music. He wants to know when the face reveal is.
Never. Nobody wants to deal with any of that. No attention.
Not needed.
Yeah. No. To look at, we want to show other artists and stuff, so.
Cool.
Nice. I respect that. Alien Queen 23, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yeah, it can. There's no problem with me.
Perfect.
No
hate
problem.
Here.
Yeah, that's fine. It's yummy.
Yummy. Necronix Dubs. He's wondering if DMZ is locked into Lost Lands this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're gonna have to make that happen again. Last year was the first time we ever been. It was insane. As far as like production can go into a dubstep music festival, like Excision's team goes so extra with everything. It's wild. It's crazy. So,
you weren't even there the year that they had pyro.
Oh yeah, I guess it was no pyro this year.
The pyro the year before was fucked.
With the drones and stuff, though, like, it didn't seem like anything was lacking.
Fair.
Yeah, with pyro, oh my god.
Yeah.
Vibes
That's the fire, right? That's
Crazy
the one with the
stuff.
fire.
Yep.
The droughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for the campers too. They couldn't even use stoves or anything.
Oh yeah, no smoking. Remember Subtronics? He laid down the law.
He did lay down the law. He was
No
the leader.
smoking. Yeah.
And
Nah, he was
Zed's dead
goated for that.
actually. Zed's dead smoked a joint on stage. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, oh yeah, we did. Everyone was like messaging us. You have to yell it down. I was like, I feel like the entire Twitter, every single person has already seen and heard about this, whether they've wanted to or not. I don't see that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Okay, so ATM 1033. How is Bro's hip after apocalypse? Is he recovering or what?
Yeah, it's much better now. I would say it's like 80% good. So I can walk around and stuff and enjoy dubstep shows. So
Can you walk us through that? What happened? Because some people might not know.
I was at Apocalypse and Pike, our good buddy Pike, was playing. He's playing that real rhythm shit. It was sick. I went the mosh pit, super crazy in there, and I just fell the wrong way and then broke my hip. That was the second it happened. I knew my hip was broken, and I thought I broke my femur, but I was really sad.
That sounds very painful.
Did
It
you
was
just
so
yell
painful.
like help, help?
I like try to stand up, and then this guy, his Instagram handle's like Kenjamin something. He's a fucking goat. He's the nicest guy ever. I didn't even know he was someone who followed the page. I had met him earlier in the day, and he wanted to take photos. Super nice guy. He like helped me walk out of the pit, and he like helped me get to the rail. And then I asked, he was just a fucking goat. How do you remember entirely? He stayed with me until like the medical little vehicle came and shit. He's the nicest guy maybe I've ever met in my life. So shout out him. He's the goat. And then, yeah, they took me to the little medical place, and then eventually I went to the hospital. And nobody believed me that my hip was broken. Like, from the medical staff at the festival to the ambulance until my x-ray came back. I don't know. None of them believed me. They were like, no, there's no like, deformed, like, bone or whatever. There's no, like, bumps or something. You'd probably just strain your hip for some bullshit. And I was like, I understand that you guys are all, like, medical professionals and, you know, you've done this your entire life. But, like, I'm telling you, like, as from personal experience, see, this is, like, I know I have fucked up harder than I've ever fucked up in my entire life. And either my hip or my femur is broken. And then, yeah, when my x-rays came back, because they didn't really give me much for painkillers at all.
What?
Because I don't know if I was, like, just mad chill about it. I mean, I'm a pretty chill guy, so I guess maybe I was just, like, super chill about it. But they were all like, he's fine. And then my x-ray came back and the doctor was like, give him all of the painkillers because shit is fucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet.
Then they believed
Unfortunately,
you.
I knew it. Yeah, it was crazy. Super crazy.
Damn. So, yeah, you're basically walking around just fine, but I'm going to assume no more mosh pits for you.
Yeah, no, it's a hard pass. I would never, ever I'm probably never going to do anything fun again, like physically, for the rest of my life. I'm not going, I won't risk it again.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, even I'm scared to get in the mosh pits. Like, even the all-girls mosh pit at Lost Lands, Chrissy and I got into it at when Infect was playing at Wampy Woods, and even I was scared to go in the all-girls mosh pit, but I was like, okay, I'll do it this one time, but...
We were like, do it for the video.
Those girls were fucking going at it, and I'm like, hey, it's like all fun and games, come on. Like...
Yeah, no,
I'm too old for this shit.
The mosh pit will fuck you up. And sometimes they're like doing weird shit, like rowing boats and shit.
And
or
doing
like,
watermelon smashes.
Oh
or
my
like,
God.
yeah,
And
or
chicken
like,
fights.
Yeah, like
They're
Blood. That
crazy.
shit is crazy.
You need a mouth guard.
What the fuck
Literally.
you doing rowing a boat? Like,
Dude.
hey, what?
On the ground.
Those videos always crack me up, though. I'm just
Who
like,
organizes it? Who
decided?
Is it planned, or is it like a team captain who somehow just fucking
There's a
takes
captain.
control of the? Everyone do the boat shit, and
Yeah.
for some reason, everyone does
Yeah.
it. Like, that's so sick.
There's always a leader in the pit, you know, whether it's the ref, you know,
Dude, the
person.
rave ref. Shout out
rave
the
ref.
rave ref.
Rave ref is chill.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's also, I feel like his Twitter personality is interesting because I feel like he's kind of like our page. And if you don't like the rave ref, you just hate the rave ref, like with every inch of your body. And it's like, dude, could you imagine hating the rave referee, the guy who enjoys to try and keep people safer in a mosh, like just as a concept? Like, this is just you just hate a decent guy. That's
Dude, but
crazy.
he's not allowed to get a tattoo. No way can he get that tattoo.
Dude, if he wants to commit permanently his life to dubstep safety, get a tattoo is the fucking
Yeah.
GOAT, dude.
I can't.
Unreal.
Shout out Rave Ref, you're a goat.
Yeah, shout out the
Yeah.
rave ref.
Well, we have one more question for you. A submitted question from our girl Crown Vic Raves. She's wondering, how did you go from fighting bot followers to getting a booking agent?
Oh, the bot I don't know what happened with the bot followers. I don't know who, because I think it was this really, really, grumpy guy on Twitter. I don't even remember his account, but he was so grumpy right at the start. He just got really upset about, I don't remember what we posted. And then, yeah, someone bought fucking 8 million. I swear to God, it was 8 million followers to our Instagram. Tweeted on private for like a week of right when it was really growing, which is super annoying. And then we had to do that thing where it's like, you click your followers, it's like remove spam accounts, and it'll come up with 3,500 accounts to delete. Man, do that for I don't know, 2 months. There's some shit removed 70,000. But it was really just annoying. Big waste of time.
That's mean.
I think, and I'm assuming that costs money to do. So I don't know, that's kind of crazy. Someone was offset it after, I don't know if it was $5 or $100, to boycott the dubstep shitpost news account. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Imagine
you must,
hating someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you must really hate your life to go to that extent.
I can't believe you got time for that. That's, man.
It's a scary world out there.
Twitter, especially, as we've been saying.
Yeah.
I feel like Twitter is also not the best reflection of the actual scene and community and stuff. Cause if you go to shows or events or whatever, nobody's really acting like that in real life because there's I don't know, consequences. And also there's human beings in real life on the end of it. So it's I don't know. As dark as of a concept as EDM Twitter is, I feel like the majority of the actual real life part of it, if you go out, is a lot lighter than that. When we go to shows, which is good. So hopefully it stays like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. Well, those were the end of our submitted questions. I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to mention or touch on that we haven't covered at all on this episode.
No, I mean, we don't really sharing any information, so nothing.
You? Really?
Yeah, so that's nothing more additionally to add. But it was really nice of you guys to ask us to wake up and chat. That was really fun.
Yeah, I mean, the fans want to know, dude. They know that we know you, and that makes us cooler. But they know that we can interrogate you whenever we want, so we had to finally do it.
Yeah, well, it's been really fun. And, again, we appreciate that you don't hate us because we really like what you guys do. We always have. It's great. You guys use your platform to do a lot of good shit. And it's been cool to see. I mean, you guys got to do Rampage last year and this year. Like,
yes,
that's cool.
That's not public yet.
I'm sure. I thought you posted you were going back this year.
Well, yeah,
No.
we're going back. Yeah.
I was like, I thought we did too, but it's not official. But anyone who's listening now knows.
They don't know the exact details yet.
More to come soon.
It's cool that I'm sure you guys feel good that your, internet project has led you to like really cool opportunities.
Yeah, it feels really good because it's like we spend so much time on it. Like we both have day jobs. So after work, it's like we're working on DUBSTEP FBI stuff until like 10 p.m. at night. And it feels really good like when people come to us and say that they like what we're doing and that they think we're doing good. So I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. I mean, anyone
you.
who is, contributing their time and energy in any way to the community is like, that's sick. Wow. Thanks, guys. I'm not ever gonna give you shit because that's nice of you.
Oh, we made a friend in the diamond business.
I promise you guys, this is not set up. Because when we did the Lost Lands meetup, they were like, okay, which of your street team members did you send to dress up as DMZ? Because they still think that it's us. And
Oh my God.
I'm just like, you guys are dumb.
Yeah. Like you can think that if you want.
Okay, yeah, like sure. Go ahead and think that.
We also have a bunch of different people that go out. Like it's always usually someone different.
I mean,
So
you can
it's-
just get the outfit online. Like I could do it if I wanted to.
Yeah, there was some people who like dressed up for Halloween. I think someone like dressed up and went to a show.
That's cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Like, look at the movement you've created now.
Yeah, it's cool. Shit, some people are really locked in. That's awesome.
Love it. Cool. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to be interrogated today.
Yes.
Even
thank
though
you
it didn't feel like an interrogation, right?
No, it was pretty chill. For Fez, you guys are pretty laid back.
We're the chill feds.
Yeah, us tight. That's sick. Chill Feds.
Chill feds, baby.